Why, hello, hello. So we're here today to do the 2.2 notes, which is solving inequalities using addition or subtraction. And we have a core concept box here. This core concept box is basically, if I zoom out here, there we go. There's the whole core concept box. If we look here, they're basically showing if you have an inequality and if you do something on the left side, like if you're adding a number, you do the same thing on the right. And if you subtract something on the left, you do the same thing on the right, just like when you're solving equations. So it's the exact same method that we did. We're going to hold off on multiplying and dividing because there's one extra rule there. But this is just like solving equations. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do the other. So whatever you do to one side of an inequality, you do to the other. So let's get into example one here. So example one says they want us to solve and graph the solution to x minus 6 greater than equal to negative 10. So I want to get x by itself, so I'm going to add 6 to both sides of the inequality. This leaves me with x greater than equal to negative 4. That's my solution. So now I need to graph my solution. Again, my target number is going to probably go in the middle since I'm making my own number line. Let's put at least one number after it and one number before it. This is going to be a closed circle, and being x greater than negative 4, that means I am shading to the right. All right. Next, what you're going to do is pause the video and do the 3 on your own. So when you're done, you can unpause the video and I will tell you the solution. So go ahead and do that in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back, welcome back. So the answer to on your own, number 1 is B, greater than negative 7. And when you are graphing this, so I have negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, open circle, shaded to the right. Number 2 is M less than equal to 8. So when you're graphing this solution here, you're going to have maybe 7, then 8, then 9, closed circle above the 8, shaded to the left. And then number 3, you would get a 1/2 greater than y, or you could write it as y less than 1/2. When you graph this, I'm going to have 0, 1/2, and 1. It's going to be an open circle on the 1/2, shaded to the left. Okay, let's go ahead and to the next page here. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Boom, here we go. I think that works right about there. So we're going to solve and graph the inequalities again. So let's do this. Example 2a, I have y plus 8 less than equal to 5. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. I get y less than equal to negative 3. So when I graph this, I'm going to have a negative 4, negative 3, negative 2. It is a closed circle on negative 3, shaded to the left. Part B, I'm going to subtract 1.4 from both sides. That leaves me with negative 9.4 is less than m. Or you can write it as m greater than negative 9.4 because the m is still getting eaten. So when I graph this, I might put 9.4 in the middle, then maybe 9.5 after it, and 9.3 before it. You could also use the numbers. Wait, that was a negative 9.4. Let me redo that. I'm so sorry. I just realized that I had a negative in my solution there. So negative 9.4. Now you could put a negative 9.3 to the right and a negative 9.5 to the left. That's one option. The other option, if you want to put this in context, could be that you put a negative 9 to the right and a negative 10 to the left. Either way, but you should have an open circle above 9.4 and you're going to be shading to the right. All right, let's go ahead and then move up to the on your own numbers 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and pause the video. When you're done, unpause it, and I'll go over those answers as well. Welcome back. So for number 4, you should have k less than equal to negative 8. So if you put your number line correctly, then you should have a closed circle on negative 8, and you should be shading to the left. On number 5, you should have z greater than equal to 2/3, or you could have 2/3 less than equal to z, depending on which way you wrote it. I'm going to keep my fractions as 1/3 of my number line, 2/3 of my number line, and then a 1. And then I might even throw in a 0 in there just for fun. I should have a closed circle on the 2/3, and I am shading to the right. And then number 6, when you solve, you should have had p is greater than -3. So here's my number line. I have -3, -2, and the -4 in the correct spots. Open circle, shaded to the right. Okay, we're going to skip the story problems for now. We'll come back to story problems at another time. So right now, we're going to call that good. And yeah, we'll see you here next time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask.